Nah, turn on my man's show. No bullshit. Salute to MJ and Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, I really indulged fully in Michael Jackson with my younger brother Liam. You dig? That was his whole thing. MJ, that was like his idol. You know what I'm saying? That was his nigga growing up. You know what I'm saying? As a little nigga and all that. And that's when I was able to really peep and listen and see the video and watch the Moonwalker little movie jump. And I really understood what was really going on. You dig? Unfortunately, I didn't really get that with Prince. You dig what I'm saying? But I still love Prince, and I know everybody say Prince that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Aunt Wendy, that's her whole thing. She was a Prince motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson and all that. But salute to Chris Brown for always being honest about the subject matter. He even said himself, bruh, I'm not fucking with Mike. Mike is the nigga. Like, I feel like if Chris Brown said it himself, if he was humble enough to say that, knowing who he is, he's the nigga as well. But just, it's different. You dig? If Chris Brown himself can say, I'm not fucking with Michael Jackson, bruh, people need to stop getting on these live platforms and saying that he's better than Michael Jackson. Because in my opinion, it's disrespectful, cuz. Period, bro. First off, we're talking about R&B. And we talk about pop as well. But at the end of the day, the origins is R&B. So first off, the first category is vocals and singing. Chris Brown cannot sing better than Michael Jackson, bro. He can't. Just stop. Now, Michael Jackson also came from a group, a child superstar. That's tough as well to come from a child star to become an adult star. He did that. You dig? He had Quincy Jones. Obviously, I understand different times and how money was and all that. And I understand in the 90s, they motherfucking took the money from R&B and put it in rap and all that. So I get it kind of lowered the quality of R&B as far as the motherfucking real instrumentation and the real top quality writers, producers and all that. You know what I'm saying? Not saying Chris Brown ain't got great shit. Obviously, I fuck with this shit. 11 X. You know what I mean? Chris Brown is that nigga, of course. But when we talk about albums, bruh, that's one thing, bruh. A lot of niggas still can't fuck with MJ with these albums, bruh. They can't fuck with him with these albums, bruh. Even vocally, I love Chris Brown. He can sing to me, you dig? He can sing. Can they sing better than MJ? No. And a lot of his recent records, a lot of times he got the little vocal auto-tune finesse on his voice on for majority of shit. Not saying he still can't sing, but I'm just saying, in the booth, on a lot of records, that's what it is. And as far as the production, we already know it's not a lot of real instrumentation. You dig? It's a lot of 808s and all that, you know what I mean? But it's still dope shit. It's fire. I love Chris Brown. I'm a fan of MJ. But, bruh, if Chris Brown said he ain't fucking with MJ, stop saying that on public platforms that he better than Michael, bro. Stop. Come on, man. It's disrespectful at this point, man. Come on, yeah. The Pivot Podcast, John B. Come on, man. Y'all can have y'all opinion, but no. If the man himself said, I'm not fucking with him, he's not fucking with him. Period. I gotta give it to Chris Brown, though. I'm gonna come clean. In my opinion, Chris Brown can dance better than Michael Jackson. But at the same time, it's kind of hard because I really look at this shit differently as far as a respect level of generations when it comes to artists, athletes, music, art. A lot of times you learn from the past generation, so you get to feed off of that. You dig what I'm saying? It's generation to generation. You don't come in the game off bucks and know everything. You got to learn from the past. So clearly he going to feed off MJ moves. He going to feed off James Brown moves. You dig what I'm saying? He going to feed off these niggas move and he going to do his own thing with that. So it's kind of like a cheat code. So I really don't like to do all that comparison to different generations because you learn from the past. But dancing wise, yes, Chris Brown is a better dancer. At the end of the day, I'll never forget that Deuces video where he did them African tribal backflips and all that. Like, that's one thing I never seen MJ do. He can't do all that tribal flip dancing and all this crazy shit. And then when Omarion was talking shit, talking about he could dance better than him, and Chris Brown went up on that stage and did that motherfucking one leg flip off vertical, like, you know what I mean? Shit was crazy. He's a wild nigga, bro. He crazy. I give him that. But when it comes to subject matter, and this is not a mainstream topic that comes up enough, shout out to Juan B. He always kicked this narrative. Bro, when it comes to foundational Black American culture and we created all these genres, R&B, pop, MJ created pop, bro, MJ still had substance and he still spoke for the black people. You dig what I'm saying? They don't really care about us. Earth Song, you dig? The History album, you know what I mean? A whole bunch of jumps, bro. When he kicked that shit about the people and helping motherfuckers. Same with Stevie Wonder. You dig what I'm saying? Like, that's a part of it too. You gotta have that substance and you gotta speak for the people. I ain't saying you gotta be a gospel artist necessarily, but you gotta kick some shit in there. You know what I mean? That's one thing I feel like Chris Brown might could do a little more that MJ also got over him. Like, Chris Brown might have dancing over him, but MJ got that subject matter as far as that substance and speaking for the people and all that. The rebelliousness, quote unquote. You dig? Obviously, I can understand why somebody might not do it, especially if you're in the industry. I get it. The game is the game. I ain't hating on nobody, but I just had to get that up, you know what I mean?